Daily Broadside, day 550. So get this, right? So, a little backstory on yesterday, right? I'm still wearing my VIP, that's right. I gotta let everybody know I'm still very important. But so me and my two friends decided months and months ago, probably like close to a year ago, that we need to see this Corey Feldman show, right? And so we tried to find something close. The only thing close was Richmond, Virginia. So we're 3 hours away. So originally we were gonna go up there and spend the night and all that stuff, but there was a funeral that had to be gotten to today, so we had to come back last night. So it was a very blitzkrieg jaunt across 2 states, so the biggest debate that we had with this whole issue is people are like, why would you want to go see Corey Feldman? Like, I don't like The Goonies, I don't like Stand By Me, I don't like Lost Boys, I've never seen Dream a Dream or whatever it is. I don't know what high school rock and roll musical thing is. All I know, the only thing I even remotely like is License to Drive had some funny parts, and it could have been a really funny movie if they'd gotten some, you know, different writers, you know, the Farrelly brothers or something like that to construct the script instead of whoever wrote it. But anyway, why would you want to go see Corey Feldman? The guy has no talent, blah, 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 blah. He's just some washed up weirdo kid from the 80s and all. And that's why. Because we were like, the whole time we're like, is this dude serious? Like, is he take himself seriously as a musician? Or is this just a money grab to try to make ends meet in his later years because he's kind of ostracized himself with some of the stuff he's outed people with in the Hollywood community, whatever. I don't know. So we had to see it for ourselves. And it was just, between the 3 of us, we've probably gone to over 1,000 concerts in our career. That sounds high, but I'm serious. It's a thing, right? Like, we just go to shows, and dude, holy crap! I don't think I've ever seen anything like that. Like, it was a mix of, like, the production was like an 8th grade talent show. It was a lot like listening to a garage band who'd been together for a couple weeks on some really simplistic songs. The guitarist was not that great. The drummer was okay. The bassist was the grandson of Robert Mitchum, the guy that was in the original Cape Fear. That was kind of weird. You know, I don't know. It was just, it was very, very strange. So we get to Richmond, cool ass city, by the way, and we go to this shady looking club, which actually turned out to be a pretty cool venue. The club was really neat. It was like some old warehouse or something that they, you know, converted into a place and all. And so we get in there, and so now we paid extra. It's $125 a person to meet and greet Corey Feldman and get VIP status, which the VIP status supposedly got us in an hour early. We went in with everybody else. I don't know why they said that, because we couldn't get in early, because I don't know what you would have done anyway other than start drinking. And we didn't really drink that much, but so, because we had to drive 3 hours back that evening. And so we're sitting in there, we grab a table. There's 2 opening bands, which I don't think they toured with him. I think they were just local add-ons. You know, there was a Richmond band and like a Virginia Beach band. Okay. And it was weird because I guess, because I'm crunching the numbers the whole time. I think, from what I could tell, from the figures I did, I think he brought in $9,000 gross last night, which sounds like a lot, but there were 40 people doing the VIP experience. I mean, that's 4 or 5 grand right there. We figured there's got to be $1,000 in merch that he sold, because people are actually buying T-shirts of this dude. He was selling, by the way, 2017 World Tour T-shirts, Corey Feldman 2017. I mean, and that leads me to the money grab side instead of the, this is my life, I'm a musician, this is my dream, I've got to fulfill it, and blah, blah, blah. You know, because, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's horrible musicians out there, and they somehow have parlayed this into a career. So that does, notwithstanding, you know, but, so there's $1,000 for that. There might have been 200 people, and the weird part about it was, and granted, these were 2 local bands opening up, I think there were more people for the opening bands, because it dwindled down to probably like 150 in my estimation by the time he took the stage, which kind of makes sense. I mean, you would want to, you pull these local bands in to draw more people in, and that's cool. And then they come see their band that they, you know, normally see, and then they scoot because they're like, well, I don't want to listen to Corey Feldman. That's just weird. I'm gonna go to the house and go to bed. So I think about $9,000. Now, the weird part of what is, we get to the end of the whole thing, and I'm skipping around, but we get to the end of it, we're waiting in line in the VIP, and it's closing in. He took the stage at 9:15. Dude played till 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, you know, it went on a little little too long. And there were some diehard fans there. They were like, Corey, Corey. And I'm like, what is happening? It was crazy to watch these people. There were 3 dudes. If you watch the other video I posted, there's a dude dancing. That wasn't even all of it, man. Like, there were 3. He was with 2 other guys. They were high-fiving. When they got there, they were like the first in line for the VIP, and they're like high-fiving. And I'm like, what is up with, and these dudes look like they're 25-year-old Dungeons and Dragons players. It was really strange. Like, I'm sure they've jerked off to Lost Boys more than twice. But anyway, we're in line and all, and there was some mix-up. There was something between the promoter and Corey Feldman's team that was a problem, because he got off stage at 11. It was after midnight before he came out and saw everybody. And my buddy Teeter, who's driving, we took his truck, and he's like, the train is rolling out here very soon. I said, how long we got? He's like, I'm not telling you, but when I leave, we're leaving. I said, well, I'll Uber back because I'm staying to see the end of this madness. We didn't come this far. This is like Clark Griswold, It's like, we're standing at the bowels of hell, until Danny effing K comes tap dance, whatever Clark Griswold said. So you got that going on. And I said, we're not leaving, okay, first of all. And second of all, by that time he comes out. Well, there was some mix up with the promoter, and the promoter comes barreling through with like a cash register and like a ledger, and he's out the door, like going out the back. And I'm like, I think the promoter just bailed, right? And they weren't gonna get paid. I don't know what, I guess he wasn't gonna do the VIP stuff if he ain't getting paid, which, I kind of get. But we're all standing out there. There's like 40 or 50 of us, like, waiting to meet this dude, right? Couldn't have been the nicest. I mean, he was the nicest dude in the world. Very, very cordial. Shook your hand. Very got soft, small hands, but I mean, he's like 5'6". He's not a big dude. But he's 52, I think. So yeah, he's born like 71. And so he finally comes out. We meet him. And we had all prepared questions, and I was like, am I gonna be insulting, or am I gonna like ask some legitimate, like, because I wanted to be like, are you serious about this music career? Because did you hear that cacophonous racket? Like, that was insane, right? Anyway, give me 1 second, I'll come back because I'm running out of time. I gotta finish this story here. Un momento, por favor.